Hey my polish peeps, this is Jackie coming to you with the August polish pickup polishes that I received for PR, so I thought I'd show them to you guys. This will be happening August 1st through the 4th. Wishlisting open today for the week, so that will happen today. It's probably already open and everything is, I think, already listed. And then the actual sale will start on Friday the 1st to Monday the 4th. Got quite a few things here, so let's get started. The first one I have is all Mixed Up Lacquer. Isn't that pretty? Pretty color, y'all. This is gonna be a Temporal Qnomaly. The theme for the polish pickup for August is time travel. So all these will have something to do with some type of time travel. This is gonna be a Temporal Qnomaly. I cannot say that word, hon. Inspiration is DC Legends. A bold, vibrant blue base with a subtle scattered copper and green shimmer. And you can see that copper shimmer right there. Very pretty. Let me get that close to you so you can see it. Isn't that pretty, y'all? Gorgeous. Once again, this is all Mixed Up Lacquer. You know I love a blue, so this is right up my alley. Because I love a bright blue. And that's what this is. It's going to be a Temporal Qnomaly. Oh, hey, I said that. All Mixed Up Lacquer. Here that is right here. Pointer is glossy and middle is matte. No, this one I'd probably do glossy. I like it glossy. I think it's very pretty glossy because then you see all the shimmer and all that good stuff where you kind of lose that sparkle when it's matte. But it's pretty matte too. 2 coats. And this is glossy and matte top coat. Once again, this is all Mixed Up Lacquer. Theme is time travel. Gonna be a Temporal Qnomaly. That will be $13.50 with no cap. So if you love a bright blue, this would be great for summer because it's really pretty outside. You might want to pick this up. There you go. Once again, all Mixed Up Lacquer. Next up is this pretty blue by Cameo Colors Polish. It is called All of Time and Space. Inspired by Doctor Who. Doctor Who? There you go. That's a show I don't think I've ever watched. I know it's popular, but I've never watched Doctor Who. Yeah, I haven't. All of Time and Space is a cobalt blue base with a touch of hollow sparkle. You can see that right there. Full of blue and purple and gold, orange, red shifting shimmers with a variety of color shifting flecks, yellow micro glitters. There that is. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. This is another really pretty bright one if you like a bright blue. It's another really pretty bright blue that I love. Get that. Gorgeous. Once again, this is Cameo Colors. Cameo Color Lacquer. All of Time and Space. Inspired by Doctor Who. That one I do have on a wheel here. And there it is all glossied up. This is beautiful glossy, you guys. But look at it matte. Isn't that gorgeous matte? Let me get that real close so y'all can see that matte. That is beautiful matte. I'm just saying. Ooh, pretty matte. You do lose the sparkle, which you do see here all glossied up. But that matte is very pretty. Just saying. That's 2 coats with a glossy and matte top coat. And there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Stunning, y'all. So once again, a Cameo Colors Lacquer. Time travel, all of time and space. That will be $13.50 with a cap of $250. I'd pick this one up. It's beautiful if you're a blue fan. Very pretty. Love the yellow, little yellow glitters in there. Very pretty. See those right there. Very pretty. Next up is Hearts and Promises. Inspired by Star Trek, traveling through space. It's called Beam Me Up. This is a grape purple base with a blue shimmer. And you can really see that blue, kind of the turquoise shimmer in there. See that? That beautiful. And there's the blue. So you have a blue turquoise shimmer in there. It shifts between kind of those two, turquoise and then the blue. Really pretty. in that gorgeous purple base. If you like a really deep purple, and this is gorgeous. And then you have that flash of turquoise and blue. Boom. Blue, turquoise. I love doing that. It's so much fun. Once again, beam me up. And I am a Star Trek fan. Yes, I am. That I have watched. Love that. This will be $13.50 with a 300 cap. This is gorgeous. So pretty, y'all. Here that one is. Had to put that on. Here it is glossy, and here it is matte. That pretty? It's pretty both ways. But you can see the shift, even matte. You can see that turquoise shift in there. Stunning. Just saying, this one is stunning. Once again, this is Hearts and Promises. Beam me up. $13.50 with a cap of 300. If you're a purple fan and you really like a shimmer in there, this one you want to pick up because it is gorgeous. 2 coats, went on like butter. Very pretty glossy. And then matte. Once again, this is Hearts and Promises. Beam me up. Love it. So pretty. Hearts and Promises. Oops. Sorry about that. Next up, we have Gin and Berries. This one is inspired by the mutts from an original Doctor Who episode. Who did it? Who did it? It has a green to blue shifting base with a purple, pink, gold magnetic shimmer. So this is a magnetic. So I will show you magnetized here. Here it is not magnetized. Isn't that pretty? It's pretty just all on its own. And then it comes up magnetized, and it's kind of cool. And there you get that shift, that green shift. Kind of comes really heavy in there when you magnetize it. See the green? And then there's that line. Very pretty. Let's do that. Got it on a wheel here. See if we can get this one. Let's see. It's this one right here. Here that is non-magnetized. 2 coats. Isn't that pretty? I mean, it's very pretty if you don't want to magnetize it. It's gorgeous that way too. Once again, I always say when I do my magnetize, I usually do 1 coat first, let that dry, fairly dry, and then I do the second. So you don't get those bald spots. Let's see if this works. Always seems to work for everybody else. No, let's see if it works for me half the time. Let's find out. And there it is. See that? Isn't that cool? And then all that green just kind of really comes out when you see that. Look at the difference between magnetized and non-magnetized. That's pretty cool, y'all. And there it is. Here it is, non-magnetized, and then here it is magnetized. And you really see that green come out, and then you see that pull. Yep, and there it is. And that's 2 coats glossy. And there you go. Once again, that's Gin and Berries. Put the cap on here. Who did it? That'll be $13.50 with a cap of 500. It's gorgeous. It's really kind of cool when you get that green pull and you have that gorgeous line, all that green. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. So pretty, y'all. So again, here it is, magnetized. Here's another gorgeous one. This is MJ Lacquer. Returns for August. Time traveling back to the Stone Age with her favorite cartoon called Yabba Dabba Doo. Can you guess what it is? It is from the Flintstones. I just think that's funny. She loves the Flintstones. That's great. Love me some Janet. MJ Lacquer, described as a, this is Yabba Dabba Doo, described as a blue to teal micro holographic glitter base. A little sprinkle of light blue reflective glitter, candy aurora, and micro rainbow flakes with an aurora shimmer. This is a lot going on in this one. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. You can kind of see a little bit of that reflected glitter on my thumb too, because that's what's on there. Had to put this one on. Had to put Yabba Dabba Doo on there. I think that's hilarious. I love you, Janet. No one else would pick the Flintstones. I gotta love it. That beautiful. So pretty. Once again, Yabba Dabba Do. Here that is. On my ring finger is matte, and on my pinky is glossy. Look how pretty that is. There's a lot of flakes and stuff in here, and it really does look gorgeous mattified. Look at that matte. Isn't that beautiful? And then here it is glossy, which looks gorgeous too, because if you look down, you can see some of that reflective glitter right there. Boom. You see that? So you don't get that when you mattify it. So probably for me, just because of the reflective, I would wear this glossy. But beautiful matte too. And there's that reflective look right there. Boom. So pretty. Love that. This will be $13.50 with a 250 cap. Gorgeous. Love kind of that blue-gray with all those flakes and glitter. That's beautiful. Just saying. Such a pretty color. Love that. Once again, this is MJ Lacquer. And yes, Janet went there. Yabba Dabba Do. I think that's hilarious. Stunning. We have another beautiful magnetic here from Moonshine Manny. Of course, love me some Phoebe. This one is called Claire Fraser, and you know why I love this one, of course. You all know why I love this one, right? Because it's from my favorite television show, Outlander. She made an Outlander polish. I was so happy when I got this. Just say it, Phoebe, I love you. Anyways, this is called Claire Fraser. There you go. And this is a silky and smoky blue glowing with aqua blue purple pink magnetic shimmer, violet fuchsia gold iridescent shimmer, and a gold holographic micro glitters. This was inspired by Claire Fraser, that beautiful blue dress she makes for herself when she's attempting to travel back in time to see Jamie. Yeah, love that episode. Let me talk. Love that episode. She makes that up. I think she makes that dress in... let me think of that episode. I know what it is. But here we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at how pretty that is, y'all. Pretty, 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 pretty. Gorgeous. Here, that one is right here on the wheel. Unmagnetized. It's beautiful unmagnetized. Look at that. It's just shimmery and gorgeous. A lot of hollow going on in there. Beautiful. Love that. Freedom and Whiskey. That's the episode. Freedom and Whiskey. You all need to go and watch it. Then you know what dress we're talking about. The bat suit. I think she's talking about bat suit. I love that episode. Freedom and Whiskey, y'all. Here we go. Okay, so let's do this magnetize and see what it comes out looking like. And then you see the line right there. See that? This one over here, not magnetized, and this one magnetized. Gorgeous. You still see all that beautiful shimmer. This one will be $13 and a 250 cap. I'll take that, $13.50, sorry. Ooh, and a 600 cap. Okay. That gorgeous. So pretty. Once again, let's do that one more time. Do it on top this time. Hard for me to hold that. Gorgeous. Once again, this was called Claire Fraser from Moonshine Manny, inspired by Outlander. My favorite episode, one of my favorite episodes, sure is, season 3, Freedom and Whiskey. It's when she makes that outfit. I love it. And there it is. See that line? Pretty, 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 pretty. Loving it. All right, once again, this is 600 cap. Wow, okay. 350. $13.50, sorry. Pretty. Gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that, y'all. So pretty. Very, very pretty. Loving it. Claire Fraser, Moonshine Manny. The last polish that we have is this stunner. If I can find the top of this, front of this thing, here we go. There we go. It's kind of hard to see. This one is Sweet and Sour Lacquer. There you go. Sweet and Sour Lacquer. And this one is Unintended Prophecy, inspired by the movie Idiocracy. I never heard of that. And the Orange Crocs. Okay. It's an orange-yellow jelly base with orange and gold iridescent flakes and black flakes. This is a stunner too. Look how pretty that is, y'all. That's what's on my thumb. So pretty. I had to put that on. So gorgeous. $13. 250 cap. Unintended Prophecy. Gorgeous. Sweet and Sour Lacquer. Love me some Darlene. She's fabulous. Just saw her this weekend. She's fabulous. Love you, Darlene. You're great. She's such a sweetheart. Gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty color. And then here that one is. It is matte on my ring finger and glossy on my pinky. How gorgeous is that matte, y'all? Look at that matte. Isn't that cool matte? It looks really cool matte. I'm just saying. This one I prefer matte because it's just a stunner. Matte. And there it is. 2 coats. Matte and glossy. And then here it is all glossified up on my thumbnail. But I just think it's gorgeous matte. Look at that. Let's get real close on that matte. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunner. Once again, this is Sweet and Sour Lacquer. Unintended Prophecy. $13, 250 cap on that one. You all need to pick this one up because it's amazing matte. I'm just saying. Get that. Stunner. The last thing I got is kind of a polish item. It's a polish item. Isn't it gorgeous? This one was done in July in Rewind, and it came back. It was a couple months before that, and everyone's still dying to get one. So Manmade by J&S is doing it one more time here for August. Dye the Salty. I love that. Dye Mad pouch is what it's called. Combined a very salty print with a yellow flux leather back. And there's the yellow back. Blue waterproof canvas on the top, which is this beautiful here, with exactly the same as the July pouch with the custom umbrella zipper pull. I love the zipper. How cute is that zipper? Let me get real close and look at how pretty that is and how cute that zipper pull is. And look at how beautiful the zipper is. I mean, how beautiful is this zipper, y'all? Gorgeous. Gorgeous zipper. So pretty. Open it up here. And this pouch can hold 10 polish bottles, as well as a few other things, like I think I showed last time with the pictures. And I'll put that, you can see all these pictures on my Instagram page. Go ahead and go over and look at that. Put, your polished items here, your brushes and whatever else you need, and then you put your polished bottles right here. It says it can hold square bottles on the ends here, so they modified it a little bit so you can put a square bottle here and made it bigger on the end caps here. So that's where you'd put your bottles. You can stick a whole bunch of bottles in there like that if you like. Let me put a few in there. There you go. And then the bottles slide right in to these little holders, just like that. There you go. You can put cotton balls and your remover or whatever you want if you're, taking your polishes somewhere. It's a great way to handle them and so they don't break or, if you're heading out on a trip. Perfect thing for that. This will be $25 and a cap of $75. Just warning you now, this thing sells out in 5 minutes every time it's on polish pickup, so be ready to, if you really want one, to be quick because these sell out every time. And I just think the zipper pull is so pretty, and I just think that zipper is gorgeous. I love me some Manmade by J&S. I've had ones that she's made for me, just personal ones, because you can order those too. And they've all come out just beautiful. Look at it. I love that. I just think that's so cute. The little salt lady. Cute. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, y'all. That's all I have for you today. So this will, once again, Polish Pickup will start August 1st through the 4th. Wishlisting is already open. This is Sunday. So go ahead and check out what they have on there with all the items. Do your wish listing. And I will come back with another video soon. Talk to you later. Bye.